NASA's James Webb Space Telescope has hardly opened its eyes, and the universe is new, more mysterious, more beautiful than humanity's dreams. And all these little dots are stars, all these little dots are galaxies, some of which are bigger than our own. Breaking news: we may have just found potential evidence of intelligent life beyond Earth. This is a huge discovery, and we think that it's a huge discovery, and that's the most exciting piece of this telescope, of this remarkable instrument we put in space, is finding things that we didn't expect, that we can't explain, because that means that we have to revise our understanding of the universe. Well, JWST is so phenomenal that if you spend enough time, you could probably find any galaxy that ever formed in the universe. It's really that powerful. This is a monstrous disclosure, and we feel that it's an enormous revelation that is the most exciting piece of this telescope, this striking instrument we put in space, finding things that we didn't expect and can't figure out. On the grounds that implies we need to adjust how we grasp the universe. JWST is strong to the point that, assuming you invest sufficient energy, you could likely track down any world that consistently shaped in the universe. Its areas of strength for really NASA's James Webb Space Telescope has barely awakened, and the universe is currently more strange and delightful than humankind's fantasies. Quite recently, the telescope got something odd, likely signs of smart life past Earth. Assuming this proof is certifiable, we could be taking a gander at irrefutable verification that we are in good company. Outsiders could genuinely exist, and this is the nearest we have at any point been to tracking down them all. And all, what precisely did the James Webb Telescope find? Might it at some point have at long last spoken with extraterrestrial life? We should sort it out. Outsider life on Proxima b. The James Webb Telescope has recognized something weird on Proxima b, an exoplanet that has been of extraordinary interest since its revelation in 2016. However, what makes Proxima b so unique, and for what reason are stargazers giving such close consideration? To start with the rudiments, Proxima b is found simply 4.24 light-years from Earth. That is extremely close in space terms. It circles in what's known as the believable zone around its star Proxima Cent. The tenable zone is basically a region where conditions could take into consideration fluid water to exist, which is one of the critical variables for life as far as we might be concerned. Normally, researchers have been anxious to concentrate on this planet to check whether it could hold any signs about the chance of life past Earth. In any case, the issue was that Proxima b circles a red small star, and red diminutive people are not precisely cordial neighbors. These stars are known for their inconsistent way of behaving, frequently releasing luing extreme sun-oriented flares. This raises serious worries. A flare could, without much of a stretch, strip away a planet's climate, allowing it to be uncovered and possibly dreadful. Along these lines, in spite of the fact that Proxima b appeared to be encouraging, there were unavoidable issues about its capacity to help life. However, in spite of these difficulties, stargazers didn't surrender. They kept concentrating in the world, trusting it might in any case uncover something huge. And afterward came the send-off of the James Webb Space Telescope. One of its fundamental missions is to notice the universe more carefully than any other time in recent memory, not at all like its ancestor, the Hubble. This new telescope is furnished with infrared instruments, a unique advantage as they can distinguish faint discharges from far-off star systems and even exoplanets. In this way, when researchers pointed it at Proxima b, they were expecting to assemble more data about its climate, surface, and conceive indications of organic life. The intriguing thing here is that rather than distinguishing the standard suspects like methane or water fume, the telescope got something completely surprising: a weak sparkle coming from the planet's night side. And negative. This wasn't simply some regular peculiarity like volcanic action or auroras. This gleam was consistent and reliable, something bound to come from fake lighting, like the sort of lights you'd hope to see from a city around evening time. This disclosure has left researchers paralyzed. Could this be proof of a high-level progress? While it's too soon to rush to make judgment calls, the possibility that we could have found indications of savvy life is a struggle to disregard. All things considered, counterfeit lights are one of a handful of the things we partner with created civic establishments such as Seeing Earth from space in this way, assuming Proxima truly has something almost identical going on. We may be taking a gander at our most memorable genuine sign that we are in good company in the universe. What's the significance here? The disclosure of likely fake lights on Proxima b is downright amazing. Assuming these lights genuinely are a result of trend-setting innovation, it could imply that an exceptionally evolved human progress either exists or once existed on this close-by exoplanet. Assuming that is valid, this would be whenever we first have tracked down direct proof of extraterrestrial innovation. This is definitely not a little revelation. Dislike we've discovered a few microorganisms or fundamental living things. This could be canny creatures equipped for molding their current circumstance and potentially building complex designs. This is the sort of disclosure that causes you to sit up and acknowledge exactly the way in which huge the universe truly is. Yet as invigorating as this all sounds, it leaves us with many inquiries on the off chance that these lights are from a development. How exceptional would they say they are? Is it safe to say that we are discussing a general public like our own, one that is encountering its own innovative turns of events and difficulties? Or on the other hand, is this something undeniably further developed? These lights cover a huge part of the planet as indicated by the information from the James Webb Telescope. That could mean possibly one gigantic city or a great deal of more modest settlements dispersed across the planet. One way or the other, we're discussing a coordinated society, not irregular lights, to a great extent. And afterward, obviously there's the subject of how these lights are fueled. Is it safe to say that they are utilizing something like power produced from normal assets, like coal, sunlight-based, or wind? Or on the other hand, have they fostered some high-level type of energy that we can't yet envision? Proxima b circles a red small star which is a lot cooler and dimmer than our sun. This could mean the occupants needed to get imaginative with their energy creation, perhaps saddling energy in manners that could give us signs about addressing our own energy issues here on the planet. In any case, imagine a scenario where these lights are only the remainders of a human progress. Consider it. Imagine a scenario in which this is a general public that once flourished yet is presently in decline. What might have caused it? Perhaps they confronted inner unrest, ran into ecological issues, or encountered some disaster. Then again, imagine a scenario in which the civilization is as yet prospering. Assuming that is the situation, it raises the chance of genuine cont among us. In them, the following thing we need to consider is whether we ought to actually attempt to connect. History lets us know that when two civic establishments meet, things don't generally go without a hitch. We have incalculable models from our own set of experiences where experiences between human social orders prompted either collaboration or struggle. Anyway, assuming we really do choose to contact this outsider civilization, what might that resemble? Do we move toward them circumspectly, or do we pop right in? The moral and down-toe questions are interminable and truly a piece startling. There's likewise the large test this disclosure presents to our ongoing comprehension of where life can exist. For quite a while, researchers felt that planets circling red small stars were not precisely life. Accommodating these stars frequently discharge strong sun-powered flares which could without much of a stretch crash an environment and leave a planet infertile. However, we are right here with potential proof that life as well as savvy life could be flourishing in such circumstances. Assuming that is the situation, it would totally change our thought process about where life could exist in the universe. Red diminutive people are really the most widely recognized of star in our system, and on the off chance that life can flourish with Proxima b, that implies there could be numerous different planets around red midgets where life could likewise exist out of nowhere. The universe looks significantly more swarmed. Indeed, even places we once believed were improbable contender for life could require another look. Space investigation. This revelation could be a distinct advantage for space investigation. The way that Proxima b is somewhat near Earth in cosmic terms makes it a plausible objective for future missions. It's 4.24 light-years away, certain, yet that distance is as yet astounding by our human norms. However, in the terrific plan of the universe, it's basically in our patio. Throughout the long term, there's been developing discussion about sending tests or even monitored missions to local star frameworks, presently with the chance of City lights on Proxima B. Things could speed up, no doubt. Researchers could foster high-level drive advances to concentrate on Proxima B and its likely occupants very close. It's not quite as fantastical as it used to sound. The disclosure of conceivable fake lights makes it a much really fascinating contender for future investigation. The objective is assemble more information, get very close with a plan, and perhaps see whether we are really managing a clever civilization out there. This isn't whenever we've first attempted to track down extraterrestrial life. We as of now have an association called SEI, which represents Quest for Extraterrestrial Knowledge. Customarily, SEI has zeroed in on attempting to distinguish radio transmissions. Transmissions are different types of correspondence from far-off civic establishments. In any case, with this new disclosure, we could have to switch things around. Finding city lights rather than tuning in for signals recommends that we ought to be keeping watch for different indications of trend-setting innovation. Consider it. Imagine a scenario in which there are more planets out there like Proxima B where fake lighting or even gigantic designs could show life. This could check the start of an entirely different period in the quest for extraterrestrial knowledge. In any case, it's not simply researchers getting energized. This disclosure has caught the public's creative mind like not many space-related occasions have. As of late, the possibility that an outsider human advancement may be close enough so that us might see the lights of its urban areas is both exciting and spectacular. Individuals are amped up for this revelation. They've been following each update from the James Webb Telescope and enthusiastically standing by to see what comes straight away. Also, truly, who could fault them past the science and public interest? There's likewise something greater to consider. The expected disclosure of a smart human progress provokes us to re-examine our position in the universe. We've generally considered ourselves to be the zenith species. However, imagine a scenario where we're not alone.